Christie took me along the boardwalk at the Jersey Shore to talk rebuilding after Hurricane Sandy and his thoughts on his competition, Donald Trump. What's your strategy in terms of on the ground in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, which are the first three big contests?
Is to do exactly what I do here and what I've done here for the last 6 years. Get on the ground and meet people, talk to them, let them meet me. I've spent more time in New Hampshire than anybody in this race. Days on the ground in New Hampshire, but more than anybody else. We just made 2 trips to Iowa, making another one next weekend. And that's the way you win these things, Greta. You've seen this happen before. You just get on the ground, you work hard, you let people get to know you, and that's the strategy.
What's the relationship among the candidates? Because I always think it's sort of interesting is that you all stand up on the stage and then afterwards you got to look at each other after it's all over, after you've said mean, nasty things sometimes,
yep.
Some people, then you got to look at each other.
Well, listen, a lot of us already have relationships, right? So there's a bunch of governors and former governors up there that have worked with each other. So me, Rick Perry, Bobby Jindal, John Kasich, we've all worked together over time. So we have a good relationship. And I had one of the candidates say to me the other night, who ran last time, and he said it's made it a lot easier this time in terms of everybody getting along with each other because you guys get along with each other so well that it's lowered the temperature among all the candidates. So I think so far it's really good. Now check back with me in December, we'll see how it goes. But right now everybody's getting along well, and I think part of it's because the governors know each other and we've set a different tone.
Do you dare take a swipe at Trump? He doesn't seem to take the first swipe, but you take the first swipe at him, he's going to nuke you.
Well, listen, the bottom line is that this isn't about Donald Trump, it's about me. And I've taken the position with the media. I'm not, and I think Marco Rubio's done the same thing. I'm not going to answer every crazy thing that Donald says. I've known him for a long time, no longer than anybody probably on that stage. I've known him for 13 years. And Donald's a great guy and a good person, but I just don't think he's suited to be president of the United States.
Why?
I don't think his temperament is suited for that, and I don't think his experience is. He's got great experience in doing things in business, but I'll give you a perfect example. If he doesn't get what he wants from John Boehner, you can't fire him. You can't say, Mr. Speaker, you're fired. Mr. Majority Leader, you're fired. You got to learn to work, and I just don't think it best utilizes his skills. So, but I'm not going to respond to every little thing that he says, and that's why you haven't seen me do that. This is about me getting my message out to the American people, not worrying about Donald.
All right, if you only got one issue to promote as president, if you only get one thing, if you become president and you get your legacy, what's the one thing you want to leave the White House?
We have to make sure that American lives are safe and secure. That's the #1 job of the President of the United States, is to secure the homeland and the lives of the people that you serve. And no one has the experience that I have in making sure that we fight terrorism. I'm the only one who's investigated, prosecuted terrorism, sent terrorists to jail. We have to make sure that we keep our country safe and secure, that we make our homeland a place where folks can thrive and grow, create jobs, and not worry about their safety. Remember what it was like after 9/11, Greta. Everything that we believed in as a country was shaken to its core. That's what an unsafe country can do. So I want to make my legacy as President of the United States to be securing the homeland and improving our relationships with our allies around the world and making sure our adversaries know the limits of our patience.
Well, looking around here, you have a lot of fans. We got like this sort of like, I feel like, see that? It's amazing. You've almost got like a group of like almost a paparazzi of New Jersey people following you.
Well, the Jersey Shore is a great place for me, always has been, because the people here know how hard I've worked for them. And these folks down here who were devastated by Sandy the most understand how hard I've worked for them. And I think that's why I get the kind of reaction generally down here that I do. And I spent a lot of my youth on this boardwalk right here, Greta.
And you're probably not going to tell us about all that, right?
You're better. I think we're both better off if I don't.
Probably much better off. Anyway, Governor, always nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on.
Nice to see you.
Appreciate it.